The fibres found on the glasses at the crime scene appear to match fibres taken from the first suspect's hooded top. Chromatography is used to compare the dyes from each sample.
This is a dye extracted from the fibres found at the scene of the crime. What I'm going to do is spot the dyes along a special line known as the origin. This tube contains the fibres taken from the suspect, and we'll apply this dye as far away as possible from your crime scene sample. We basically place the plate into the tank, ensuring that the solvent is actually covering the bottom of the plate, and then we seal the tank.
As the solvent rises up the plate, it carries with it the component dyes. Some dyes are more strongly attracted to the plate than others and are held back.
Take the plate from the tank. You can see just by looking at it, the 5 spots for the crime scene sample and the 5 spots for the suspect sample are identical, and this is another piece of good corroborative evidence.
Yeah. And you're sure they're a perfect match? All right. Well, thanks for that. Cheers now. Bye. All right, Wayne. Truth time. That was the lab. They've analysed the fibres they found on the victim's glasses, and it seems they're a perfect match for the top that you were wearing when we picked you up. And the only explanation is that they got there during the struggle.
Gosh, so there could be loads of people with a top like mine.
Oh, it's a bit of a coincidence, though, isn't it? Just like your handprint on the wall. Look, Wayne, you can do yourself a bit of a favour here. We both know that you and your mate were there at the time of the assault. What I want to know is who stabbed him.
Things are really coming together now. We can put both our suspects at the scene of the assault at the time it occurred. The problem arises in that they're not talking to us, so we don't know which one of them actually committed the assault. There's no fingerprints on the knife, and so I'm going for Last Chance Saloon here, and I'm submitting the toothpick from the Swiss Army knife in the hope that we can obtain some DNA from it.
Do you know what this is, Jason?
Yeah, Swiss Army knife.
And what are Swiss Army knives famous for? Having lots of attachments. You better pray you didn't use this.
The toothpick from the knife used in the attack is swabbed for DNA, which can then be prepared for analysis. The chances of 2 people sharing the same DNA profile are 1 in 70 million. So in conjunction with the other evidence, a match is conclusive. For greater accuracy, the DNA is scanned by an automated genetic analyzer.
Okay, this tray gets put into the machine like this. And what then happens is the sample will come up through this wire here, and when it gets to this point is where it gets separated, gets detected on different sizes and different colours, and then that gets put through into the computer. Okay, so we shut all this up. And then we just come over to the computer and start the run. Okay, these graphs illustrate the DNA taken from the suspect along the top and from the toothpick along the bottom here. As you can see, there's a series of peaks and they all seem to line up. For instance, here on the suspect's DNA there's a green, black, black, blue, blue, which matches exactly in position and in colour. The bottom, green, black, black, blue, blue. And if you look at the graph as a whole, we can see that it is a match, and I'm confident, therefore, that the DNA taken from the toothpick matches the DNA from the suspect.
success. I'm feeling really pleased with myself. We've actually managed to obtain a DNA ident on the toothpick from the Swiss Army knife. Now, this means that we know it was the second assailant who actually did the stabbing, and the fact that it's his knife and the fact that he brought it onto the premises with him means that he's now looking at a charge of aggravated burglary and a much longer sentence. It's a good result.
Check out this TV. What are you doing? Let's get the DVD player.
It looks like the homeowner was awoken by the intruders. It was then that he decided to have a go.
Oi! What's he doing?
That was a big mistake. In the ensuing struggle, the second intruder has actually stabbed him with the Swiss Army knife. The stabbing was probably pure panic. Even so, it was nearly fatal.
Stabbed him.
Luckily for us, people leave evidence behind wherever they go. It's just a question of knowing where to look for it.
Aggravated burglary carries a maximum sentence of life imprisonment. Not all criminal investigations run as smoothly as this, but real science goes a long way towards bringing criminals to justice.